That's it. The key to life is finding you. It's you. It's you. The relation. There is something in you. There's a relationship. All that you are looking for outside of you, the affection, the good sex, the orgasm, the kisses, the touching, the way, like, oh, the way he looks at me. All of this needs that we are expecting or looking for it externally, we were meant to have it. I mean, we were meant to give it to ourselves because we are connected to that already. We have it. When you love yourself, that's it. Like, what does it mean though? Like, loving yourself means knowing who you are. Without knowing who you are, you can't love who you are. And to know who you are, you have to first find out what you are. I'm roasting coffee, guys. We, the coffee inventors. I come from a country where coffee is invented by us. So we roast and grind and fresh every day. That's how we make coffee. But the ideas are here, so I'm gonna go for it. Right? But so the you, a lot of people don't even know who the you is, because the you version of you, right, has been what do you call it, like so many paint over it, right? Like people that were around you, the teachers, your parents, the society, your upbringing, all of that, like the accumulation of your experiences, right, makes up to what we call a personality, right? That's what I learned in psychology class. So, but when you look at the African guy and the Asian guy and the American guy or like the European guy, right? Like their personality derives from their experiences, and their experiences comes from the culture, their beliefs. Culture is like a belief of how, what is it, like whatever it is that they believe in. Doesn't necessarily have to be a religious belief to make up one's personality, but you do become your environment, your surrounding. That's why it's important. That's why it's getting harder, but not like right now in our generation, thanks to the internet, right? Like soul tribe finding themselves, and we're able to share our truth, perspectives, and this connection relationship that we have with our creator is allowing us to share and to speak out loud. And so we are connecting. But for how, like so far, it's the disconnection from one another, right? You're sitting in next to me, but we're not connected. We're just the TV's on like, this is basically like a shallow relationship, culture based is what we are living or what we've been experiencing. You're around people, but you don't feel it. You don't even care about them. Your own children, your own husband or boyfriend, spouse, whatever. You don't even give a shit. How can you? You don't give a shit about yourself, right? Most people would say, what? How dare you? What do you miss because you don't have children? How can you not love children? Guess what? I was a child too, not that long ago. You as well was a child, not that long ago. You also depended on your parents not that long ago. The problem is that we fucking are blindfolded, like rushed until age 18, and then now you're all of a sudden you're a fucking adult. 2 years later, you're 21 years old. You could buy your own beer. That's it, right? Like, whoa. It's like you've been crippled your whole life, right? You've been sat on a fucking wheelchair, knowing that you have legs to walk, right? And then you turn 21, now you're a fucking adult. Go walk on your own. Go live on your own. Like, what? Based on what am I living? How am I creating? What am I thinking even? Where am I even going? Oh, but hey, the loudest is to reproduce. The loudest, right? The popular is to reproduce. And yeah, like you're something great. Like, what the fuck have you done in your life? Nothing. You went to high school, you graduated high school, you worked a couple of jobs, you're now 23 and you're a fucking parent. You're disgusting and you're giving birth. You know what makes you disgusting? Not knowing yourself. A person that doesn't know himself or herself, they're fucking danger for society. That's why we're living like this. And the ones that are like trying to wake up, we're going to have a hard time because of all these karmic relationships and shit. Let me calm down. And some fall for the trap of, the wrong karmic relationship and created, you're not only reproducing, you're like creating karma, because everyone is supposed to have a divine encounter. Everyone is supposed to be with someone that understands them, but we don't take the time to see if the person understands it or not. We just freak the fuck out. Here comes 30, here comes late 20s. It's like, woo! People are like dying before they even die. It's like, I don't know who told us. It's like, when you're 35, life is over. You're supposed to have children, married there. You're not supposed to have children. We don't have a shortage of humanity. We actually have a lot. Poor, hungry humanity, because you continue to fucking reproduce like you're something special. And the people that are like us, so special, with this Beyonce frequency, are sitting here not like, no, I'm not giving birth. I'm not having a baby. No, man, no. I have to first give birth to myself. I have to first become, right? When the rest of you are like, for one, you're like a fucking problem for us, right? For those that are trying to make it, because you can only tolerate me until your mid-20s, not even mid-20s, early 20s, talking about my dreams and, right, like desires. But once 25 hits, it's like, whoa, everybody's freaking the fuck out. Like, you're just a lone wolf journey starts, because people stop dreaming at that point. It's like you're looked at as a crazy person if you're thinking about your dreams when you're 25. Right? But if I'm talking about, oh, I'm so hungry, I'm eating this banana, I can't wait until I make breakfast. But, oh, me freaking out about, oh my God, it's time to have a baby. It doesn't fucking matter if it's the right guy. You know who's gonna by the time I find the right guy, I'm not gonna have a baby. I'm not gonna be able to have a baby. That's meant to be. You're not meant to have a baby. That's exactly why people walking around thinking that giving birth makes them mothers. No. You are a child, a wounded child, not just a child. You yourself, the so-called parent at age 35. Bro, I was talking to one of our new securities a couple months ago. This girl, 36 years old. Okay? 4 kids. And she was telling me about, I don't even know why she opened up, but people do this to me. Like my whole life, I've been like that. People just open up. At a new job, by the time it's lunchtime, I already know about their fucking grandparents' story. They don't even know how to pronounce my name. People just like I'm just so used to it. The reason why I thought I was supposed to be a therapist or a psychiatrist, that's why I went to get my psychology degree in 2020. But things change. I evolved. And it's good. Continue to follow that voice, because that's what's going to make you. That is the beginning of this recording. It's that voice. It's you, the relationship with you that you're supposed to cultivate. But people walking around looking for another to ignite with externally. And that will never happen. That's why the world is like the way it is. Everybody's going to a job that they hate. That's it. You're fucking reacting to what's happening every single day. You hate your boss, you hate this, you hate that. You even hate the road that you drive to work. But because no one was given the manual, no one was told what we are. We were not told, right? Like none of us. So at this point, I'm so passionate about this subject, but I don't even have no one to blame. So I might as well just be passionate, so to fucking wake you up, right? To connect with your frequency that's like you're just suppressing. No, there's a way out. Why are people like neglecting the park and the library? When they say that the best things in life are free, of course I know we're talking about our health and organs and our mental faculty, more importantly. Those are the best things in life. But you eat fried chicken and you fucking blind yourself. You fucking brush your teeth with a fluoride toothpaste and you're fucking, like your third eye is just, right? Done. Before you're even like an adult. It's like, now for this, you might be like, oh, well, I don't know how to make the toothpaste, so like I'm going to have to buy what the grocery offers. No. There are always people that are making what's important. There are always people. You can shop at Albertson or at Sprouts or Whole Foods. Right? Do I rather pay $3 more at Whole Foods and buy something organic, or fucking go to a regular grocery store and then say, no, man? But you see, especially people my age, right? The younger generation, they rather spend money every week on a new outfit, because now we have this thing called fucking social media. You can't post like clothes twice. You see how like you're making yourself broke? Even the system is like created to make you broke and stay in this rat race. So you're spending more money externally for your fucking foundation and the things that you wear outside. Without it, you're empty. You don't even know yourself. So you turn 55 and then 65 and then that's it. It's time to die. You reproduce and you continue to create like a mess by the children that you give birth to. And then that's it. We call it life. It's been like that so far. 2025, it's a new era. It's been a new era since 2013, but only if you're lucky and you've been called to the spiritual awakening journey like me at 21, right? I was depressed clinically. Because that didn't make sense to me. Why? Because I followed this voice. I follow what I feel inside. I respect it. That's respecting life. Respecting yourself means respecting your life. Disrespecting yourself means disrespecting life, because you are life. Your number one job is to live. To live doesn't mean you're alive. You have to be alive. If not, you're just a fucking vessel for the entities out here that are hating on human beings, that are, you know what? Let's not even go that deep. There are more than enough channels. This channel is not about that. I am more about the logical way of thinking. What is your life's philosophy? Because everyone is supposed to have a philosophy of life. But the majority conforms. So it's like, I'm doing what she's doing. I'm doing what they're doing. It's like, okay. We call it life. So it is very, very important. Like I was like in the bathroom. I'm about to make breakfast, right? I had to stop. And it's like, that's it. Life, the way I am, the reason I am the way I am is because I continue to listen to myself. I continue to listen to my feelings, how I feel when I'm around people, what people, like after what people say. It's like I've always been energetically, intelligent, emotionally intelligent. But now some might say, well, it's because you've been like that. There's more than enough. There's more than enough information out there for us to help us answer our questions. Because there isn't anyone, even a 5-year-old has questions. Even if you stop wanting, or if you're suppressing wanting, that's it. You're not alive. You are a fucking vessel for the entities. That's why you're fucking irritated. That's why you're aging. That's why you need the foundation. That's why people look at me and they think I'm like 16, 19. And I don't even wear foundation. Why? The majority of my life I've been vegan, vegetarian. I still eat healthy. My whole life, right? A fucking American, but I don't even know any fucking snack. I worked as a sales associate when I first moved to Vegas, and I was in a casinos, by the pool. They call it like the pool store or whatever. And people just come up to me like, let me get this, let me get that, let me get this. And I'm looking at them like, what is that? And they're looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with her? You don't know what Wittens is? You don't know what this chips is? It's like so many different junk food out there. I don't know. You're going to have to point it out. So motherfuckers were thinking, because it's Vegas, they thought I was a foreigner that came from a different country and everything. But when some of them, when they hear my accent, they freak out. They're like, wait, so you don't know? I'm like, I don't eat junk food, bruh. I do not. Not now in my late 20s, like even in fucking high school, I don't. Anyways, we're jumping off subject because everyone has a different, because I can't blame. I see kids at a grocery store. It's sickening to me. It's sickening. You can tell that 7-year-old is already obese. He's fat as fuck. His butt like jumping behind him like he's wearing a fucking diaper. He's only 6-7 years old. Okay, who are you gonna blame at this point? It's the parents that give him the food. Like, this kid doesn't. This is the reason. Stop fucking reproducing and give birth to yourself first, because that's your job. That's the most important job that you can accomplish in this lifetime. It's not about reproduction. You're going to leave your children anyway. Why do you care so much about leaving someone that looks like you behind. If being a mother was really, really, really your calling, there are so many children out there that are in need of parents. And parenting does not mean pregnancy. Parenting starts after you give birth. But motherfuckers walking around like their childhood didn't exist. The fucked up relationship with their father doesn't exist. The fucked up relationship with their mothers doesn't exist. The fucked up relationship with their upbringing doesn't exist. So while in that dirt, carrying all that dirt, you go ahead and reproduce. Why? To me, this is I don't know anything that's more evil than this. To me, there is nothing eviler than, if that's even a word, there is nothing evil than people that are under 30s giving birth, knowing that they fucking hate their life. If you're working at a job, you can't live your life. You can't love your life. Period. It's a job. You're clocking, you're clocking out. There's no way. That is your natural, common knowledge that we have. We are here to serve one another by creating something that we have inside, by sharing that. That is your freedom. That's the only way that you can appreciate life and you can see life differently, because your eyes are going to be different now. Caring about yourself. Hating your life, but you go on and say, you know what, I'm pregnant, so I'm going to keep it. What the fuck happened to the fucking morning after? Why do you think all these things are created? Why the fuck do you think God created abortion? What the fuck? Why do you think condoms are created? They say, oh, condoms 99%. It still works. It still works. It still works. Stop fucking creating an excuse. It's called birth control. It's called morning after, even if you don't want to take birth control like me. It's called being careful. He cannot tell whether he's like the difference between the juice of the vagina, whether he's fucking wearing a condom or not. Condom is very, 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 very thin. Stop buying that bullshit. Oh, it doesn't feel the same. I like it raw. Really? That's why life is like whooping your ass raw. Wearing the same goddamn shoes like for a fucking year. Like, to me, that's not life. What? You have 2 pairs of shoes. What? You have 1 pair of good clothes. And you're in your 30s and you're a parent. What? What is happening? Where is this being coming from? Like, I don't know. I feel like, to me, I just remember we were just in college, like talking shit about our parents and how like great we're gonna, like how much change we're going to create in our lives, how different we're going to be. We're gonna learn from our parents. And no, now I see from my friends are falling left to right. Right? Already. Mommies, they're in their 20s, late 20s, early 30s. Everybody's turning into mommies and they're confused as fuck. I see it. That's why I don't understand it.